Hi everyone, welcome to Crazy Trades 24/7. This is our daily live stream where we cover New York live session and we cover gold, silver, Bitcoin, crude oil, and all the major and minor forex pairs. So without any further ado, let's get started with gold. Yes, this is the gold price structure, and we were witnessing a sideways consolidation as of today. But following to that consolidation, we were actually expecting a breakout in the bearish direction. Just a minute. Yes, this was the yesterday spike after PPI data announcement when price retested 4081 level, but it again got sold off like in a similar fashion that we saw the day before yesterday during CPI data announcement when price got sold off from 4100 level. So following to these sold sell-offs, one thing which we can conclude is there is a bearish pressure on gold, and along with this insight, when as soon as price broke below this bullish trend line, our outlook became very clear that gold is going to continue in the lower direction. The main conviction for this outlook has came from the major bearish trend line that is intact on price from 12th May. This trend line has been intact on gold since very long time, and price has retested it multiple times. And the strength has and price has shown multiple retest of this bearish trend line, but this bearish trend line has stayed intact and has repushed price again and again in the lower direction. So this is in itself a very strong insight to have on Bitcoin gold chart. As of now, 4024 is the strong level of support for gold. This is the level from where price is trying to give a bounce back multiple times in last two trading session, today and yesterday's. You can just observe this price on yesterday also has taken support of the same level, and on today after yesterday's spike when price returned back again, it again took support of the similar level, and today also it has taken support almost like three times and really finding it very hard to give breakout below this level. So this is a strong bullish zone or a buyer's zone. Breaking this level would not be that easy, but if only price give a breakout below this would be like a gold mine for us because we'll be shorting left, right, and center on gold. Our outlook is already bearish. Prices were unable to give a breakout of a bearish trend line, and along with that, to add up to add on that conviction, price has also given a breakout below this bullish trend line. All these three criteria has made our case for the shorting even more stronger. But should we be taking a short entry right below 4024 breakout? That should not be the case. The reason behind it is right below the support level, there is another support of around 4013. This is the last support. If price crosses below this level, hi bro, hi Rohan, you are Rohan, right? Fine facts. Hi Rohan, are you live? Are you watching? Are you with me? Fine, fine, I'm waiting. Although it's trying to give breakout above this level, but I'm not feeling comfortable taking long entries on gold. It's kind of very shady situation here as price is in a downtrend. I mean, price was in a uptrend, has already given a breakout below this rising trend line, and now it's you know consolidating near the support level. After this consolidation, price is supposed to give breakout in the lower direction. Then only it would satisfy the structure that it has formed. But somehow it's counterintuitively giving a breakout in the upper direction. Maybe it's trying to retest this bullish trend line that we have to cross check, that we would only know in hindsight when price has already retested this level. So looking at the price structure from broader time frame, it seems like it's trying to retest this bullish trend line which it had earlier broke from. 4013 seems like a next support for me. Perfect, trade on gold will be triggered as 4013.9 level breakout. This would be the level below which we can safely short gold for the target of 3983. Yes, my conviction and what I was assuming stand corrected as price has already given a breakout, but this was not, this was not looking very good to me. All the people will say this that price has consolidated for a while and now it has given a breakout so that it holds some substance to it. But you have to keep things into perspective of a broader trend. Broader trend is weak, no doubt about it. Price has sold off. Price has got sold off from higher levels multiple times. Yesterday, also during the PPI data release, uh, data announcement, inflation, production inflation announcement in USA, gold shot up till 4081, and again it got sold off. And the day before yesterday, when CPI got announced, again it went till 4104 and again it got sold out. This shows the resilience of bearish trend. Price is in no way trying to give a breakout above it. So we should be adhering to this outlook as of now for gold. Taking short entry would make much better sense. Although I would agree that if price would have gone till this level, then even that move wouldn't have harmed this price structure, because anyway when price give a breakout below any trend line, if it retests that trend line, it only give a high conviction of price you know succeeding in giving a breakout. Like if price would have retested this level and again it had it returned to the lower levels, then we would be even more convinced that price has finally given a confirmation for the breakout. Now it's continuing in the lower direction. Yes, gold has again retraced back after giving a breakout. I won't even say this as a breakout. This might be the trap for the buyers. Just look at the, how many buyers has got trapped here. After this breakout, I mean, people might have fallen for this breakout. They might have entered into some long trades here, thinking that price will give a breakout in the upper direction. This is the reason why we should have our overview, our trades directed in the broader trend. Since the broader trend was in the bearish direction, we have planned for this trade in the lower direction. So it really doesn't matter if price give a breakout on the upper direction because we were not interested in taking long trades. We would be planning for short trades below 4013. This would be the safest point to enter a short trade. You could have argued that why are we not entering at 4021? But again, look at this level. If price give a breakout below this, there will be still these two support levels intact, and price reacts quite precisely when it comes to the levels. This is the green candles low of 4017.475. There is a high chance that price might retest this level and again try to spend some more time while consolidating. And it's never a good idea to open your trade and wait for the consolidation to give a breakout. We would rather choose a sniper short entry when we'll try to enter a market from where we expect from where we are expecting a very quick move, so that we capture our so that we are able to capture our targets and just get out of the market in no time. So this will be our appropriate level at which we would try to enter the market. XAUUSD. Let me once again look at from the smaller time frames, like 5 minutes. Yes, there's no need to put so many resistance levels. We all know these are the resistance levels, and price has got clearly rejected from moving upward. Even after the breakout, it couldn't sustain above these levels. Yes, price is returning again to its base. I really am suspecting that this price move will continue below this level of 3983. This is very bearish setup according to me. Let me put some entry levels here because I am expecting this price to give a breakout below it. Yes, this should be your stop loss, and this is the entry level we are talking about. And yes, it's about to get triggered. Yes, great, good moves. Yes, look at this. Yes, that was my alert for the trade. And yes, this is what I was talking about. Price has really trapped the buyers after giving a fake breakout in the upper direction, and it has As soon as it broke below this level, all the stop losses for the buyers who have entered the trade here got triggered, and just look at the downfall that has followed. Most probably this is going to continue in the lower direction, and we are really expecting a good down move today. Okay, first of all, let's watch gold and then we'll move toward silver. This is 15-minute chart. Let me open 5-minute chart for you. I don't know why price has again, got a push from here. There might be some really big bulls present on these lower levels. Now, of course, at price, and of course, as the price has consolidated at these very levels for quite a long time now, so there must be some accumulation of the bulls here. So price might, get difficulties in giving a short entry here. However, our trade has not been triggered yet. This is the, right way of keeping your or putting your entries, because in this way you get saved from this kind of moment when price try to give a fake out. This was, I don't want to believe that this was a fake breakout, as price has already given a retracement of this downfall, but still I am trying to figure out that how it will continue, how it will start to continue again falling in the bearish direction. This was a quick recovery, but I still feel that there is still a big downfall impending on gold. Let's see how gold is doing. Yes, after trapping both buyers and sellers, it has again returned back to its range. I don't know what it's trying to do, but uncertainty and ambiguity is something which I can sense here. This pretty big candle. This was pretty big candle, but again because of the recovery in intraday time frame, this candle is now appearing as a kind of a hammer pattern. But have faith in the trend and the total price structure. If bearish direction is something which you have bet for, stick with it. There is a high chance that price is going to give a breakout below this level. Price made this low of 4012.915. Let's see how it unfolds. Let us place a alert here, so that whenever price return back to the low that it had made today, we'll get to know. And I have set an alert at both the highs and the lows of these two candles, because the high has given a breakout on the upper direction and had tried to trap the bulls, and the low has now trapped the sellers. So if it tries to give a breakout on the upper direction, then the up move might be really huge. Let's see how it goes. This was gold for us. Now let's move towards silver. And no wonder we have also witnessed a big downfall on silver. However, silver is down by 2.5% today, and it's down from the beginning of the trading session. However, gold was trying to stay in positive, but again, during the opening of the New York session, it has came again to the lower levels. But silver is somehow showing some really strong weakness. I won't say strong weakness, strong bearishness. Bearish sentiment is quite dominant on silver as of now, as it's down by 2.3% from the very beginning of this trading session. And structurally, silver seems like more bearish than gold. The reason behind it is it has given a breakout below 56.604, which was again a strong, lowest point of the nice bullish structure, and price has given a breakout below this level today. Following to this breakout, now price is trading at these levels only. Next support on silver is seen at 55.59. If only price gives a breakout below this level 55.59, we would be expecting a good downfall. Till this level is sustained, we should be expecting a bounce back from these levels. However, taking trades on the bounce backs is not recommended, because we generally try to follow the trend in this program, and we try to trade in the direction of a trend. Taking a contrarian trades is not something which we prefer in this program. So taking a short entry at the breakout of 55.59 is the only option we are left with. Taking a long entry on the breakout of this bearish trend line, or rather I should say a major bearish trend line, should only be considered if it gives a breakout of some significant high on this price structure. And the significant highest level on this price structure is at 63.27, and no any level below this would justify the reversal. Until and unless price has given till the time price has given a price will give breakout above 63.27, we should not be expecting a trades on the bullish direction. Although if we follow this kind of a strategy, we would be missing on this up move, this big window. But along with the along with missing this big opportunity, we would be gaining a good confirmation for us, and a confirmed trade is far better than gaining any good moves. Even if we try to take a long entries here, and we are scared that what if price rejects from this level, what if price rejects from this level. If you could manage your risk properly, then this option is also open for you. But taking long trades should only be considered after price give breakout above 63.276. This is what I would prefer. Yes, let me erase this price tag here. This is a clean price structure, and I suspect that today gold and silver might break its really strong supports and a long-term supports today. On silver, 55.59 is appearing as a strong support, and on gold, the strong support lies at 3942 and below that 3900. 3900 is the last resort for gold. Price should be taking support above 3900. If it does so, then we would wait for the consolidation, and only after the consolidation, if price gives a breakout above consolidating range high, then we would be thinking of trade in the long direction. If not, we'll be stick with our outlook on the bearish direction. Yes, on 15-minute time frame, it has again, after giving a fake breakout or a spike on the downward side, it has returned back to its consolidating range. This was pretty much the range within which price was consolidating. Yes. Now let's move towards Bitcoin. Yes, this is the favorite chart for us for today. This is my favorite chart. Let me explain it to you on 3 hourly time frame. This is a nice price structure that we have witnessed on Bitcoin in recent days when price broke above this bearish trend line, and after giving a considerable up move, it has kind of uh, given a extended up move. This doesn't seem like price making a higher highs and higher lows. This seems like price has formed a top as price was not being able to give a newer high. An uptrend is only said to be sustained when price is continuing making higher highs and higher lows. But here, what we actually found out that price has stopped to make a newer high, and it was kind of getting resistance from the high that it had previously made. So 64,680 was the level from where price was facing this kind of a consolidation rejection, and after consolidation, it had given a good downfall from these levels. So we kind of got confirmed that okay, this was the strong resistance. But following to the day before yesterday's up move after the CPI data got announced, price had shown a good up move and it has now retested an upper level. Uh, this level is 65,600. And again, price has got rejection from these levels. Following to which, what we observe, what price has made a kind of a head and shoulder formation. And there's a two criteria as I have mentioned and explained in today's reel that I have uploaded. The two criteria for any head and shoulder pattern to get fulfilled, to get to work in our favor is basically first criteria when a head and shoulder formation should always be preceded by a good up move. And in this case, we can clearly see this is a very good up move. And after this up move, since price has made this head and shoulder formation, we will get a considerable gap here for price to capitalize on this price structure, this pattern. And as and when price gave a breakout below this perfectly symmetric neckline of 64,360, we took a short entry here after taking some leeway that we wouldn't take a fake so that we couldn't so that we shouldn't be taking a short entry on any fake breakouts. So we took a leeway of almost like 50 or 55 points, and below that level we took a short entry. Stop loss for this entry, or the way we generally trade any head and shoulder pattern, is we should be placing our stop loss at the highest level of the right shoulder. This was the left shoulder, this was the head, And this is the right shoulder. So right shoulder high was at 64,974. So we took our stop loss as 65,050. This is a leeway, decent leeway, so that it gives price enough space, even if tries to consolidate or kind of give if volatility, price if volatility rises on the Bitcoin. So we still have some space left so that we wouldn't, exit our winning trade. And just look at this breakout. After the breakout, price has given a good downfall. And after that, it has retested its breakout level, and now again it's trying to move in the lower direction. So the trend is confirmed. Price is confirming to our favor, and following to it, we just have to wait and watch for this pattern to play out. We are targeting our first target as 63,563, and the second target should be at 62,760. This is still a conservative figure. Expecting a downfall till here is kind of a reasonable expectation, I would say. 61,900 is the level till where we might see a downfall. And as you guys are aware of Bitcoin's price movement, whenever it tries to give a breakout, it generally give a really big candles of almost like 1,500 kind of a 1,500 points candle. So if it gives a breakout below it, I'm sure within one candle our target would be met. So yes, this is the price structure on Bitcoin. And if you want to take a fresh entries here, then you can take a short entry at every pullback if you see pullback fading. Like in this case, this was the kind of a pullback, and pullback has started to consolidate in a sideways direction. You can keep this level as a support, and below the support you can take a short entry, and with the with consolidating range high as your stop loss level. So this might work in your favor quite nicely, as price has just shown this first leg. There must be some one or two more legs, impending on price from this point. So yes, Bitcoin would be nice trade for you if you would like to take it. Since the breakout has already been confirmed and price has already retested this level also. So there should not be any problem in continuing in the lower direction. Yes, across the board on gold, silver, Bitcoin, we have seen strong selling pressures, especially on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is leading when we talk about selling pressures on different precious commodities and cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is leading on those. Let me look it from 1 minute time frame so that I could see clear levels. Is before 64.50 you can take a short entry for with the stop loss of 64,250. Like with nice 64.60, I would say. 64.60 should be your stop loss, and you can take a short entry at 64.60. I mean, 200 point stop loss uh, can be observed here. This is a nice 200 point stop loss trade, and you can expect anywhere from 63,900. Yes, again, Yes, like I said, below this level was a big down move that was, impending. And now since Bitcoin has started to give a downfall, I am expecting that gold and silver might also continue, as they are both also waiting for something which we don't know. Yes, we are about to see good fireworks on Bitcoin, and this is Ethereum. I think below this level, Ethereum would be nice short as well. First of all, it had given a breakout of the second leg of this flag and pennant formation, and now it's returning back to these consolidating range. If this level gets taken out, then we can again think of taking short entry on Ethereum, because as Bitcoin is going to give big swings on the lower direction, we can expect and we should expect from Ethereum that it will also give big swings in the lower direction, as both of them are highly correlated, and Ethereum generally tends to follow the Bitcoin move. Yes, but if only we could find some really good stop loss, we would be able to short the Ethereum. 1859, I think, is a right place to take a short entry on Ethereum, but stop loss should be placed at 1892, 1859, 58, 1892. Let me check. Yes, there is a nice support down below. I'm not sure if Ethereum will give breakout below it, but I wouldn't be even surprised if Ethereum does so. See, this is the 5-minute chart. Price has given a closing below this low. Yes, sir. Gold is going down. Gold is under the water now. It has given a breakout below this level and is now sustaining. Even after giving a breakout from this level, it is now retesting this 4013 level. If it succeeds in giving a breakout below this level, then I mean the next target should be at 3987. This would be the realistic expectation, the realistic ask. Yes, price is continuing. Come on. Silver has already given a breakout in the lower direction, but we are not interested into silver because the price structure doesn't suit us. The price structure don't suit us. I mean, we are not comfortable in this kind of a price structure. We are very fond of consolidation and finding some really good stop loss place. To place our stop loss, we need some really good consolidation. And if that's missing, I mean, we prefer to avoid that trade, because it's not about missing any opportunity. It's about how much trade you are succeeding. It's completely fine and normal if you end up missing some good trades. because you'll always have a second opportunity, and you'll always find, market is not going to close right away. If you know it's not do or die situation. You can always take a trade tomorrow, and until it's Sunday tomorrow. Yes, Bitcoin is again, threatening the low that it had made today. This low is at 63,843. Below this level, we might see some really good downward spike on Bitcoin. And now gold has also started to go down. I mean, it might take some time now. It might consolidate here for some time. Then again, it will give breakout in the lower direction. We have to check that out. But one thing is for sure, gold is going down. I mean, no doubt about it. This is what actually happens when you stay stick with your technicals and the trend line. You end up guessing the things correctly. Because for a person who have witnessed two spikes in 2 days, like on the CPI announcement and on PPI announcement, they might be thinking that gold is not going to stop anymore and it's just going to fly higher. This is the reality. This is the reality that we are, witnessing. Yes, gold is continuing in our direction, in the direction we expected. Now this is the Again, some profit booking, call it a profit booking or a pullback, whatever you would like to call, but price is going in its opposite direction. It's generally one or two candle move, and soon after this, price generally tends to continue in its earlier direction or on the direction in which it has given a breakout. Yes, it's continuing. This is the headline today. Silver is again down by 3% today. Should we check is there any news or what because of which price is showing these kinds of moves? The oil is not, oil has not given a spike either on the upper direction or the lower direction. So I'm suspecting this is a price structure and nothing to do with the news. But however, let's look at the headlines one. Headline ones. This is 56 minutes away news. This is now the stale news. This is not the fresh. Iran tells Yemen Houthis to close Bab el Mandeb gate to the Red Sea of the US. Its power network. Yes, it had Bitcoin has successfully made a newer low. This low was earlier that it made 63,843.1, and now the low it had made is 63,833. Yes, gold is continuing. Gold is continuing its down move. Most probably it's going to retest its 3983 low, 3983.5 low. after every breakout, it has been observed that price is shows this kind of tendency that after every breakout, it tries to retrace back to the level it had came from, right? And that rally generally tends to fail. So if somebody is smart, then they can short this on these higher levels with a stop loss placed at these high, and might take fresh short entries on Bitcoin. This is really a nice opportunity that we have. Even if we need to hold this position for overnight, then we should definitely do it. I would highly encourage to hold this short position on Bitcoin for overnight if our targets are not met today, because this setup is very beautiful and it's acting in our favor. So why would you like to close your trades early when you are here, pretty decent targets left? It's like almost 1300 points are still left on the table. Yes, gold is gone. I mean, today, if only if, gold gives a breakout below 3983, it will be gone in no time. This 43 point we have already made, call it 430 pip or 4300 pip. It's completely up to you, but I would count 0.01 as 1 pip on gold. So it's like 430 pip we have captured today on gold. Let it consolidate here. We should not be expecting like one way, one direction move. When price has started to give a move in our favor, we should not be expecting that it will give a complete one-sided move. It will take its fair time to form that structure. Yes, as expected, Euro USD has again given a rejection from its immediate resistance of 1.1480. This was pretty much the level which we were tracking from very long. And after the up move that we saw yesterday on Euro USD, we were almost certain that price is going to give a breakout in the lower direction, because like we saw on gold today, this was kind of a fake breakout. And following to which most of the buyers again got trapped here. And now since it's going to give its move in the lower direction, I'm not sure whether we should be uh, taking a fresh long or short. Short is something which I am favoring and I am recommending. Taking short here make more sense. If you are asking me about the logic, let me explain to you. Euro USD is in a complete downtrend. There is no doubt about it. Just look at this. Let me draw this uh, bearish trend line here, and you'll find out Anything you have figured out yet? Right. This is the level from where Euro USD is again getting rejected. This is a bearish trend line, and more or less we were expecting a decline from this level. So since prices again has started to give a kind of has started to reject this level, we should be hoping for taking a short entry. But what should be our optimum level for short entry? On Euro USD, I would be looking for the breakout of 1.1377. Or if you, yes, on a smaller time frame, this might be this would have been our entry point for Euro USD. But it's fine since it's in a range. There is a chance that price might give a reversal and again it starts to move in upper direction. So it's completely fine if you tries to wait for the breakout below these levels. If price broke below this level, I'd be taking short entry on Euro USD. As price structure is also showing a kind of uh, continuation formation. Like this is almost certain that price is going to give a breakout in the lower direction. Price has already rejected this level twice. Yes, this is the rejection that we have faced, and now also price is again facing a rejection from higher levels. So there is no point to argue that whether it will go up or down. It's almost certain that price is going to go downward. Yes, this would have been really nice point to take a short entry. This is something which I agree, and nonetheless, if we couldn't take a short entry on Euro USD, we have somehow managed to take a short entry on gold and Bitcoin on time. Following to it, yes, on 1 hourly time frame, price has given a break closing. Yes, on 30-minute time frame also we have got a closing down below. This shows the strength of the sellers. We have to wait and we have to hold our positions. We are about to hit 1:1 target. Let's mark that level for you. This is 0.80%, 0.8%, and 0.8% on the downward direction. This is our target one. As and when price reaches this level, please make sure to exit major position on gold. This is TP1. But I'm getting this strong feeling that gold is going to continue further in the lower direction. There's no doubt about it. This is very bearish structure. Price has already given a breakout of 4013, which was again a very significant level. And just look at the magnitude of this red candle price. In 30-minute time frame, price has given like 0.8% breakout. Yes, we have reached our target. Target one done. Close your trades if you would like to. Otherwise, if you want to hold, you can always hold your trade till 39.67. Exit like 80 to 90% of your position here at current levels. We have already gained like 430 pips. This is a significant move that we have captured today. And this is the trade we've been planning for like almost 2 days now. Yesterday also we were planning for a short entry, but because of a PPI data announcement, price gave up, a spike on the upper direction, and we missed that bull move also because that was not what we were expecting. We were expecting a down move, but today we finally got this move. Congratulations. Yes, now it's continuing further in the lower direction. This was really a nice trade that we just captured. Yes, Bitcoin is showing some slow moves, but it's going to continue in the lower direction. That is, I'm very confident about. Because if even if you were to look up at this head and shoulder formation, the target prospects is still 63,130. It has not even completed the target structure target for this pattern. Even if we once try to forget this structure of price getting rejection from here, then it's supposed to continue till its support level. Even if you were to, forget that for once, and only if we look at from the sole head and shoulder point of view, then also it has not uh, achieved its target yet. There is still a down move of like at least 700 points are still left on Bitcoin. So if you find some, re-entry point, then you should go for it. This was the first re-entry level that I just mentioned. Below this level was your re-entry point 64,060 with a stop loss of 64,250, 240, 250, right? Now for the second entry, you have to wait for the consolidation. Before consolidation, there is no way you should enter this trade. Gold is going to continue. I mean, it has already given a breakout below 3983. I'm sure that it's going to fall back. And yes, the structure that I was talking about, like from past 1 to 2 weeks, that price is going to make new low, and look at this miracle price has made a new low. Like after every rejection, we should be expecting a price to make newer low, right? This was the low price made after getting rejected from major bearish trend line. Soon after that, price again got rejected and had made a new low. Again, price got rejected. Then I was expecting a newer low to form, and it had already formed now. Now from here, we should be, thinking of again a pullback in upper direction. But should we be attempting to take that long entry? The answer is the answer totally depends on your trading strategy, trading style. But I would personally try to avoid that trade. I would rather focus on some other assets like Forex or Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. On those assets, I would prefer to take entries in the direction of a trend. Like if you would were to take a long entry here for the pullback, that would be the contrarian trade against the direction of a trend. So it's always better to take trades in the direction of a trend. So shorting already weak, shorting in a downtrend at a very strong resistance is always better than shorting is always better than taking long entries on pullbacks. So we can definitely avoid this pullback trade. If you would like to take a trade anyway, you should be waiting for price to complete its pullback, and only after the pullback is completed, you should be looking for fresh short entries as the price is completely in a downward trend. Yes, and silver has threatened this level and has given a breakout below 55.59. This is the latest that we are witnessing here. Next support on silver lies at, I mean, it's pretty far, but I don't think it's too far for the silver because silver is known for giving big swings. Next support on silver is at 46. 46 is the level. I don't think silver will, retest that level very soon, but it's going to retest that level. I mean, sooner or later. With the kind of structure that it has formed, it seems, as of now, it seems very bearish to me. Yes, this is a temporary pullback. You might want to take short entry at these pullbacks, but only problem is that you don't have, you would not have a clear stop loss level if you were to take short entry at these pullbacks. So if you would like to avoid this, you can definitely avoid this. But taking short entries at a pullback of a very strong downfall is always a good idea for a re-entry. But I would personally avoid this kind of trade as I'm satisfied with the move that we have captured. And after this pullback, very much likely that it's going to continue in the lower direction. That is for sure. This pullback is very temporary. Don't fall for it as a opportunity to take a long entry here. Today we are witnessing, expecting a really good downfalls on gold, and since silver has already made a new low, it would not be unreasonable to say that we might see some new low forming today on gold below 39.42. This is the kind of sniper entry we are generally interested in this program. We are not the kind of trader who is happy taking short entries at very ambiguous point, where after taking a entry you wait for price to give move in your direction. So we should only be taking entry at the level from where the move is almost certain. It's when from where the move is certain and a very quick move is there to come by. Yes, it might want to retrace after giving this downfall. Bitcoin might want to give some corrective rallies, but that's not something which we are concerned of. We already have our stop losses placed at very higher levels, and we are not thinking of trailing down our stop losses because of the kind of volatility Bitcoin is facing right now. I suspect that price might again crash below in the lower direction. This is temporary relief. This was the high of 1.1480, and this was the high of 1.1482, which means on an intraday time frame, price has given a breakout above the previous high by 2 pips. So is it worth taking a long entry here after this correction? To be honest, I'm not sure. Yes, the pullback is again fading out. You might be interested into taking fresh short entries, then wait for some one or two swings of consolidation here on a smaller time frame and find a common point there. If you find that common point from where price is taking multiple bounce back, then below that level is your shorting entry point for the a fresh entry, fresh short entry. And the high till where price was giving, making an upswing after taking a bounce back from that level should be your stop loss level. For instance, this is the move that we are witnessing. This can be 39.91 can be a below that 39.90 can be a shorting point, and above this high should be your stop loss. But wait for some more consolidation here, like 5 to 6 more candles here, then it would be significant uh, formation, and then only you can take a fresh short entry here. Give me a break of 5 minutes, I'll just come back. Yes, this is a kind of consolidation I was talking about on 1 minute time frame. If this consolidation continues, then this might be this low of this consolidation might act as a nice entry point for the fresh short trade. Yes, Bitcoin is forming a consolidation pattern here. It's showing some strength, but most probably this is going to get washed off by bears. Now let's move towards our next segment, that is Forex. And let's look at some of the Forex pairs. Yes, let's start with USD CHF on higher time frames. Yes, first of all, we have USD CHF, and price structure on daily time frames. It seems like it's quite bullish as of now. Let's redraw our charts, and these drawings are quite old, so let's redraw our important points here. These are an important points. This is a classic change in polarity. Earlier, it was acting as a strong resistance, and now after the breakout, it's acting as a support. Yes, this is 4 hourly time frame chart. And yes, we should get rid of this rising trend line now. On 4 hourly time frame, price seems to be consolidating in a sideways range. Until and unless price gives a breakout of this consolidating range, we should not be ideally acting as taking any trades. If at all you want to trade within this range, then you should only be opting for, long positions. Buying trade should be preferred. as trend is very strong. And since the trend is strong, a buy trade already has a favor. And you can clearly see here, like every single time price has bounced back from these levels. Price has shown a significant move within no time. And whenever price has tried to give a down move, just look at the time it took for price to reach from its resistance to its support. This was pretty long time price took to cover the distance between its resistance to its support. This was also the comparatively longer time when we compare the earlier up move. So from here on, we should be looking for long trades whenever price takes support of these levels. But since I mean, this is one of the caveat, and the second caveat is you should, along with following this, bounce back strategy here, taking the long trades on bounce backs, you should not be, forgetting your trade setup along the way. You should, the trade setup should be, satisfied. Like I wouldn't be taking long entries despite knowing that price is giving a good bounce back each time price reaches this support level, because there is no trade setup which I would like to see before taking trade is here. I mean, I like trading a consolidation breakout, and here I have seen none. It was very steep downfall and a quick recovery to that downfall. So missing this opportunity is completely fine. So this is CHF, USD CHF. Now, since it's not near any significant points, we should not be entering into this trade of this particular pair. Only on intraday time frame you can think of taking short entries. Next we have GBP JPY, and yes, price has given really a significant up move here. Let me look at from monthly time frame and daily time frame. On daily time frame, sorry, on 4 hourly time frame, we were witnessing a head and shoulder kind of a formation, but since this head and shoulder formation didn't work out, and as they as they said when as they say, whenever a head and shoulder formation fails, and if price moves above its right shoulder's high, there come a good and a really big up move. That's exactly what we witnessed here. Whenever, as in when price give a breakout above this level, uh, if we would have taken a long entry here, we would have gained really big up move here, like almost 158 pip, 158 pip in a single candle. This is the magnitude we are talking about. Now also price, after retracing, it's kind of taking support here on the higher levels. It's now forming a flag and a pennant formation. After some consolidation here, if it gives a breakout, again on the upper direction, then we should be thinking for taking long trades here on GBP JPY. No way we are thinking of taking short entries here now. $218.69. Let me check. Seems like price is again, price has again started to move in the upper direction. A breakout of this level might play out. We should wait for it. We should not be, taking entries just for the sake of trading. The trade criteria should be met. Let's check out how our gold setup is performing. And again, it's starting to fall. Yeah. Taking a fresh short entries below these levels might work. 39.90 with a stop loss of 4008. This would be the stop loss of like 18 points. And for the target of today's low that price had made, even if you take a conservative target of today low of 39.75, it would be a nice trade. Yes, this is a this was a kind of a rejection pattern, but price don't care about it, and it's now again retracing back to its lower level. Sell on right strategy should be applied on gold. Let's see how Bitcoin is doing. Okay, it has gone to retest this level, I guess. I think we have to wait for Bitcoin to play out. As of now, it does don't seem price structure was weak. We have taken right trade in the right direction, but because of some unknown reason, price is taking an up move. Let me measure the Fibonacci retracement levels here so that we could find out if price is giving a retracement of its earlier down move, then to what extent price might, continue its up move. If that is the case, price might continue its up move till 64,550 and 64,415, because these two levels are very important on any retracement. If you were to measure any retracement, then these two levels almost always work out quite well. Since this is a retracement, we are sure about it because of the previous downfall and the breakout of a head and shoulder formation. After this decline, whatever the up move price is showing, it's definitely a correction for the previous downswing, right? Correction means pullback, and pullback has its tipping point, and this exact tipping point is speculated by using this Fibonacci retracement tool exactly at the point of level of 0.5 and 0.618. There's been observed that price generally tries to give a pullback, reversal of the pullback. So that's exactly what we have seen here, and now price is again started to move in the lower direction. Let's look at gold, and yes, gold is again continuing its lower direction. I mean, there might be some let's look at this magnanimity of this downfall. And if it crosses below this level, then one might want to, shift their stop loss at these levels, 4008. Now let's continue with our Forex analysis. Yes, we were watching USD CHF, and after that we have seen GBP JPY. Yes, now is odd JPY with us. Yes, on odd JPY also we were expecting a breakout below this level so that we could make a fresh short entry. But against our outlook and the price has given the breakout above this bearish trend line. However, we were not, we had not entered this trade because we were waiting for the breakout of this level. Since price didn't break in the lower direction and it has broken above its resistance, and now it's moving in upper direction continuously. Yes, you might want to draw a resistance level here, which price has is showing. It seems like price has given a breakout above it, but for the confirmation, we need further up move above it. Yes. I don't know. This might be a good opportunity to take a long entry here above the breakout of this level with a stop loss of 113.27. This would be like the stop loss of how much point? Let me count. Uh, this would be the stop loss of 51 pips. The 51 pips stop loss, you can expect a really good trade here. Let me check out the levels once. Because after the breakout price has, has retested its breakout level. This was the breakout and price has again retested it neckline. And after the neckline, if it again gives a breakout above its the level from where it is the retest was started, then it might continue further in the upper direction. These are the levels of resistance on odd JPY if price succeed to give a breakout above its current high that it had made, then these are the targets we could expect for. Let's see. Seems like this might be a good idea of taking long trades above this level. We are still open to wait till this trade executes. We are not in any hurry. Let's see how it goes. We have already placed our price projection here. Next, we have odd NZD. Look at from daily time frame. Price has given a breakout below this, and now it's trying to consolidate. I think this is nice range within which if price continues to consolidate, and again if price tries to give a breakout above it, then our outlook should be, again focused in the upper direction. This is insane downfall that we witnessed, right after the breakout below 1.2133. This was an important point below which, as and when price gave a breakout, we saw a good, a significant downfall. I think if price continues to move in the lower direction, it might consolidate at these current levels. This is nice range within which price should continue actually consolidating, because this is a strong support. Below these levels, I don't see any support uh, till 1.1536, which is around like 300, 400 pips below the support that's currently seen on this chart. Let me mark this level, 1.1933. 1.1933. This, the trend has already slowed down. It seems like it's making a rounding bottom, but we will not, speculate any further. We'll just wait and watch how these price play out. Taking further short entries might be risky for this price structure. This is what I believe. Next we have is uh, Euro NZD. Yes, Euro NZD has also retraced back to its support level. This is a strong support of which price, from which price has given a multiple bounce backs. Like this was the first bounce back. I mean, price took a minute support of this level, and this level turned out to be a strong uh, level for further declines to come. Now here also we can safely expect that price might give a bounce back from this level again. Taking a long trade here would be the nice idea, but for that we need some really good setup. And by setup, I mean some really good consolidation and a clean breakout of that consolidation for us to take long entries here. So we'll be just waiting here for consolidation. Next we have AUD and this is basically a bounce back trade that we were trying when price showed a good downswing, and after forming a bottom here gave a breakout above its resistance or a neckline and this bearish trend line, and again after a consolidation it is now continuing in the upper direction. So we have taken a long entry here, but it seems like maybe this trade might not work. Just maybe this trade no, I don't think it will work out. The reason behind that is this up move that we witnessed after the bounce back. It's not of that magnitude that we were expecting, because whenever we see a bounce back in an good up move, in a good uptrend price, and it tends to give a bounce back which is very strong and with good momentum. Generally, it doesn't take this much time for price to give an up move, like we witnessed earlier from this very point. From this very level, there was a bounce back within like a span of a week or so. But as you look at here, it's been almost like 2 to 3 weeks, and price is still consolidating in a same range. So some kind of weakness is something which I'm observing here. So this is the main reason I'm not feeling comfortable in taking long trades on USD, odd USD anymore, and I'm forced to speculate that let's measure this complete downswing and measure its Fibonacci retracement levels, from where it might start retracing back again in the lower direction. So if that is the case, we have this level of 0.382. If we witness some kind of weakness here, then we might think of in bearish direction. And this is also the trend line which uh, keep we need to keep eye on. This is the rising trend line. Only if price give a breakout below these, we should be wanting to take a short entry like we did today on gold. But till the time it's intact, we should not be taking any trades contrary to the prevailing trend. Yes, next we have GBP USD. And on daily time frame, this pair looks very strong to me. Let me explain the structure to you first of all. Price has taken a bounce back from this major support zone, and after giving a breakout above this bearish trend line, and it's now continuing like anything. So every pullback or every consolidations breakout should be acting as a strong uh, buying levels for us. So GBP USD should we can form a long trade here, but for that we need some really good consolidation at this lower level. And if only price, give a breakout above previous high, then we would be interested into taking long entries on GBP USD. Let me erase these levels. And I don't think these levels have any significance now. A perfect situation to take a long entry would be when price consolidates at current level, which is the current neckline for the breakout. And after that consolidation, if price give a breakout on the upper direction, then I would be interested into taking long trades. If this consolidates for some more time, then I would be having a higher conviction. These two little swings do not hold that much significance uh, in its structure as far as consolidation is concerned. Draw this bearish trend line on 5-minute time frame. Yes, I think even important than this bearish trend line, we should draw range here, like support range and the. I mean, I would like to really wait before taking any call and giving any decision here, because price structure does not seem that convincing and strong. So let's wait for it. Next, we have USD JPY. This is a nice triangle formation that we figured out earlier. The price is consolidating in a triangle formation. If price gives a breakout above this you know falling channel of this triangle formation, then taking a long entry should make sense. If the structure is bullish, we can expect a breakout of this triangle formation in the upper direction, but only above the high of some significant swings. We should be expecting to take long entries. Otherwise, taking fresh entries within this consolidation would be very risky. So rather than taking long entries on breakout, you can if you would like to play safe, then you can wait for the pullback of the breakout. Then only you should initiate that long entry. Next we have Euro JPY, and on Euro JPY also we have found out a triangle formation, and it seems like price has given a breakout above the this triangle formation, and along with the triangle formation, the high that we had mentioned, that if price sustains above that high, we would be interested into taking fresh long entries. And now it seems like price is sustaining above this consolidation. These correcting after this consolidation, if price gives breakout on the upper direction, then we might want to take a long entry here. I mean, this would be a nice breakout. I mean, this has consolidated for a while now. Yes, the breakout rate does make sense here. This is the consolidation. This is the resistance level, right? This is the support level. This is the nice formation that we are witnessing here on Euro JPY. After, if only price give a breakout above it, we should be initiating fresh long entries here on Euro JPY. This is a nice structure. And I don't know why I'm getting this feeling that USD JPY is going to see a good up move. I'm not sure, but yes. This is a nice consolidation after a good up move. I mean, we might attempt here a long trade for the second leg of this up move. This is the first leg, second leg, third leg. I'm not sure if we could count this as a leg. But this is actually how JPY pairs normally shows their move. So we should be anyway taking long entries above this high. This is the high of 186.03. 186.03 is the level above which we can take a long entry with the stop loss of 185.75. So this would be the nice 28 point stop loss, and we can target higher levels here. Breakout is already confirmed. This levels it's already been broken above. Now from here, I think price might retest 186 level, 186.34. 186.31 is the level. Let's see, we'll place our alerts here. As and when price give a breakout above it, we'll get to know about it. Yes, next we have GBP, JPY. GBP or this is nice GBP, JPY price structure, and let's look it on daily time frame. Uh, wait. On GBP odd pair, we were expecting a consolidation and then breakout in the lower direction, which price gave, but it failed to continue in the lower direction, which essentially shows us the strength of this structure. This rising trend line price has broken. After breaking this rising trend line, it has again broken below this immediate support. After consolidation, it has again gone above, and now it has retested this rising trend line and again trying to give a fall in the lower direction. We would not fall for this bearish moves because price structure is very strong. Like let's see on daily time frame, this is the bounce back which has added a lot to my conviction, because this was the bounce back price is taking from a horizontal demand zone along with a multi-year rising trend line. This is the multi-year rising trend line in darker shade, and upon this breakout, price has already given a breakout of this bearish trend line, and now it is about to give a breakout above this most significant high in that downswing, in this downswing price structure. So rather than taking a short entry, I would be interested into taking long entries on this particular pair. But for that, let me erase these levels here for a while. Oh, we have already mentioned a level here. This is 1.94001. 1.9401 is the level. Above this level, we might want to take a long entry on GBP order. This is the high of previous swings. This is previous swings high. So whenever price tends to break this level, we would have a general notion that price is continuing to make a newer high, which is the first step towards any trend shift. If we were to talk about short entries, then we should not be taking short entries until price has given a breakout below 1.1956, because uh, during the day before yesterday's downfall, price has consolidated and again has risen back to its higher levels. So because of this downfall, we are facing this crisis that we are not being able to decide whether price uh, should give breakout in the lower direction or in the above direction. If we are thinking that price might give a breakout in the lower direction, this should be our optimum entry level. And this pair is kind of very confusing. The biasness is definitely on the upper direction. Price is getting rejection from this level, which means that there is a strong presence of sellers here. So breakout of this level would mean definitely taking a long entry. But since price has broken previous swings, since price has broken some really good support levels, so we are, kind of in a messy situation that we are not being able to decide. But anyway, this is how it is. So let's take a broader level in this case. And we have rightly mentioned earlier that 1.9401 is a good place to take a long entry if price give a breakout above it. So we'll stick with that. Next we have odd CAD. On this pair, on daily time frame, price is consolidating in a sideways direction and we are expecting a downfall here because of on even higher time frame, like on weekly time frame, we have witnessed this that there is a presence of a resistance zone or a supply zone from where two big swings has got rejections. Like this was the previous swing that got rejected, and this was the most recent swing that got rejected from this level in 2021. And now that price has returned back to this level, and now consolidating and taking a clean rejection from moving further higher. Expecting a breakout of this structure in the lower direction is not an exception, would not be an exception, especially when if it give a breakout below this rising trend line along with this horizontal support. This would be a nice idea for taking short direction trade. Let's look at odd JPY, odd NGD, what has, what's got triggered here. Maybe price taking a pullback just to continue in its lower direction, but because it has came a long way in the lower direction, I'm kind of not feeling comfortable into shorting these. Uh, yes, it has came a long way, and so that's the reason I'm not feeling comfortable into taking further shots at these low, since price is already at a very strong support. Yes, I would not be taking any further short entries here. Yes, we were discussing odd CAD. After this consolidation, if price gives a clean breakout below 0.9723, then we might we we might think of taking, a bearish directional position. First target would be retesting of this support level of 0.9525. Let's look at it from a smaller time frame. Shouldn't have made this trend line this irrelevant. Next, we have NZD USD. Yes, daily time frame, when price was giving a good up move, we have thought of that this up move is the correction for the previous downswing, and to some extent we have stand corrected as this is the level which we have drawn. It's a Fibonacci retracement zone. The high of this zone is it signifies 0.618 level on Fibonacci scale, and the low of this zone signifies zero point 0.5 on the Fibonacci scale. Price has comfortably given a breakout above 0.5 Fibonacci retracement zone level, and now it seems like price is taking correction, uh, taking a rejection from 0.618 level of Fibonacci retracement for this downswing. If it you know uh, contain itself from going further up and it shows some weakness here after the consolidation, we might be interested into taking fresh short entries on NGD USD for the lower targets. Why I am speculating these, for price to not give a breakout in the upper direction and continuing in the lower direction. The main reason behind that is during the current downswing, price gave a breakout below previous downswing low. So if we look at holistically, this seems like price is making a lower lows and lower highs structure, which essentially means price is going to continue further in the lower direction. If that were the case, we should be looking for short entries. It's as simple as that. But before short entries, we need some consolidation here at these levels. If price succeeds into in giving some consolidation, then we might be interested into taking fresh short below that consolidating range low. So as of now, no trading opportunity here, but structurally we are, preparing for a short trade on this pair. Let me raise this neckline here, and now yes, it's complete downfall and forming lower lows, lower highs. It's, we should not be expecting taking long entries here. Looking at the broader price structure, it's safe to avoid taking long entries at these levels, as there is nothing called breakout of a Fibonacci retracement level. So we should be avoiding this long entries opportunity, even if we find some. Next, we have USD CAD. Yes, on USD CAD, price was showing a correction, and this is exactly what we were expecting also. Price gave a reversal at 1.4248, and from that very point, it's showing a down move. It has already given a breakout of these levels, so upswing is confirmed. I mean, price will ultimately move in the upper direction. That is one thing for sure, but it's just a temporary kind of a pullback for the huge up move that price has shown. It has shown like 5% up move in 2 months, within a span of less than 2 months. And if I were to measure this complete upswings Fibonacci retracement scale, on Fibonacci retracement scale, this correction that's currently continuing in the lower direction, it has not even breached 0.382 level on Fibonacci scale. Even if price, take a retracement till 0.382, we consider that as a shallow retracement. Optimum retracement should be till 0.5 and 0.618. But looking at the momentum of this up move, I mean, it's safe to assume that price is not going to go that far. Price might retest this yellow zone that we have drawn earlier, and from where the price had, given a breakout earlier. Price might retest this level, and after that retest, price might again give a reversal to go in upper direction. Currently, taking fresh long entries are not advisable, and taking short entries is also, I mean, I'd like to say you can avoid those. Reason behind that is price has already fallen a lot. Price has already retraced a lot. Now for fresh short entries, you should be looking for some really good consolidation, and only after price give a breakout below that consolidation, you should be taking fresh short entries. Otherwise, if you are avoiding short entries at these levels, I mean, it's completely safe. It's not something which you are mistakenly doing. Let's look at Bitcoin chart. It has corrected a lot. Let's measure this on Fibonacci retracement scale. This complete downswing that we saw, price has already breached this level of 0.618, and now it seems like it's sustaining above it. Our position is in red again. Now we should wait here because we have already placed our stop losses, right? So it doesn't, we don't require to panic in the midway, in the mid trade. Price is given a breakout below it, has now currently retracing. Let's see till where it continues. As of now, this bearish trend line is something which we could observe at this point of time, and it might again get rejected from this level as there is a presence of this bearish trend line. And if it does so, it's almost certain that price is going to make a newer low below 63,832, because this has been the formation all in all. As after every rejection, price has made a significant newer low. Like just look at these. After price has retested this level, we are again expecting a downfall below this low that price has just made at 6 p.m. Here IST. So let's see how it goes. This is silver. Silver is again, finding a support at 55.59 after it has given a breakout below it. Gold is getting support at 39.83 level. I don't think it will give a breakout in one go. It might consolidate here for some more time, and only after that consolidation, in my view, gold might again, continue in the lower direction. Look at this complete downswing, pullback got rejected from point 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. This is a big, confirming thing that this is the reason why we are dependent so much on Fibonacci scale, and we are using that extensively because it's so accurate. Just look at the, retest of this level. Price has retested this level twice. I mean, I would like to ignore this retest because price had not made this complete downswing low from where we are actually calculating this Fibonacci retracement. So this should not be of great significance, but this is, as price has given a complete retest of this level and again it got rejected. Let's see how it unfolds from here on. BTC is in green. I'm not sure what kind of choppy movement price is showing. Let's look at crude oil now. It's been quite a time. We have not seen how crude oil is forming its structure. Yes, crude oil is consolidating at a strong resistance level of 80. And this is the level from where price has got, bounced back earlier during early days of conflict on 11th March and 17th April. Price has taken a bounce back from exact 80 level, and now also price is, taking a resistance from that level only. It has formed a nice flag and pennant kind of a formation. A flag formation is seen if price give a breakout above this uh, high. This high is 81.25. If price manages to give a breakout above this high, 81.27, then we might see a, breakout, or call it a third leg for this flag and pennant formation. This was the first leg when price initially uh, saw a good up move after breaking out from this kind of a bottoming formation or a rounding bottom. And after the retracement for this upswing, price again has given a breakout above 76.08 and had retested 80 level. And now since it's consolidating in a sideways direction, it's safe to assume that price might give a breakout above 81.27 again. GBP CAD might be a good idea to take a long entry on. Price is continuing like anything. On daily time frame, price has given a breakout above this strong resistance level from where price was initially getting rejection. On GBP CAD, price has given a breakout above this strong resistance level, but it's now consolidating in a sideways range. This consolidation, it seems like very erratic, as price has given a breakout below this bullish trend line, also has formed a newer low below this previous low, and now again it has risen back above this bullish trend line and this resistance zone. This is somehow, it's a consolidation formation here. After this consolidation, if price manages to give a breakout above 1.9044, then we might be interested into taking long entries here, as trend remained very strong. This is the bullish trend line that that's intact since 15th May. This is a very strong formation on GBP CAD. Yes. If it gives breakout above 1.9044, planning a long entry on this pair would be a nice idea. Next, we have NGD JPY. Yes, this is the daily time frame of NGD JPY. Price was consolidating in a sideways direction. This is the range within which price is continuously retesting its support and resistance multiple times. Since the underlying trend is strong, price is giving a sustained up move, and it's sustaining above this rising trend line from 8th April. So it's safe to assume taking long entries make more sense on this price chart. Taking long entries should only be we should only position our long entries at these support levels. Whenever price comes again to the lower levels after retesting its resistance, we should be planning for fresh long entries at these support levels. Should should we planning for the short entry of price move that it might give after retesting this support resistance level? The answer is no. We should be avoiding taking short entries on this strong uptrending move, because if we are taking short entries here, that would be very contrarian play, as price is strongly trended in the upward direction. Taking long entries make more sense to us. So as of now, avoiding NGD JPY is the right option that we can opt for. This is the clear rejections. There's a high chance that price might again get rejected from this level also. Now let's move up to our next pair, which is Euro CHF. And on Euro CHF, we have marked out this a nice consolidation formation here. The current trend is in the upward direction, and yes, taking a breakout trade above this level might make sense, but I'm getting this a strong feeling that price might reject this bearish trend line again. Since it has done this multiple times in the past, instead of taking long entries on these pairs, we should be looking for fresh short entries. The reason behind that is there's a two reasons that's behind that conviction. First thing is the price is already in a downward trend on a higher time frames. Like this is a daily time frame price chart, and price is showing a sustained downward movement. Has got rejected a couple of times, so that it can again get rejected from this level also. So this would be the third instance on this particular price chart. So taking a short entry make more sense here. And the second thing is price is already in an up move and it has stopped making newer highs. This is the level it seems like price has matured, and I mean it's clearly visible that price is not being able to make newer highs, so that we get higher conviction in the long direction, in the buyer direction. So taking a short entry is the right call, but can we short at the current levels? The answer is no. We should be waiting for clean consolidation to form here, and only after the consolidation, if price gives a breakout below that consolidating range, then we should be opting for taking fresh short side entry. For that, we have marked out our optimum level here, which is below 0.9175. If only price give a breakout below 0.9175, then we should be thinking for taking short trades. Since then, whenever price breaks below this level, there will be two confirmation that we will have for taking short entries. First would be breakout of this rising trend line, and second would be the breakout of an important level on that up move. Like on this up move, on this upswing, this is the important level from where price would have broken below, and then only you should have you would have taken a long entry, sorry, short entry. Let's look at Bitcoin again. What's Bitcoin is doing? Is it again continuing in our against our direction, or is continuing in our favor? As of now, it seems like price has broken above this bearish trend line and price has moved against our direction. But we should wait for our stop loss level to get triggered. That's why stop losses are placed for if our analysis went in the wrong direction, then we can take that limited loss and get out of the trade. However, this analysis was quite nice, and I really have higher conviction in taking this trade, but somehow it turned out to be a failure. I won't say failure it yet, but since it has shown a good move in our favor, but again it has kind of reversed back and has now shown a nice drawdown in our strategy. After taking the long entry, price has came a long way in against our favor. Prices came long way in against our favor, so this should not be happening ideally. And we have taken care of multiple aspects for shorting Bitcoin at these levels. first thing which we mentioned was there was a presence of head and shoulder formation, and before this head and shoulder formation there was a good up move, which was essentially which is essentially what was required for head and shoulder formation to play out. A head and shoulder formation should always be preceded by a good up move. This is the first criteria which we fulfilled. The second criteria was it should be appearing at a resistance level. And this was clearly a resistance level from where price got rejection multiple times. This was the first instance when price got rejected from that resistance level. And this is the current level from where price has got rejected, right? So these two criteria were fulfilled, and we have taken our entries below this neckline and have set our stop loss above the high of the right shoulder. So our setup is clean. We have not exaggerated our expectations. We have our stop loss at place. Then we should not be worried ideally. We should be waiting for this trade to play out. If it plays out in our direction, our favor, well, it's fine. It's nice. Congratulations. If it don't, then you should be aware of the fact that even if you do 100% of your technical analysis, and if you have put in like your sweat and blood in it, then also the chances of you being correct is not more than 80%. So there is going to be times when trades are not going in your direction despite of following all the rules that you have created. So this is the part of the game, and we need to stick with the game if prices are again going against our will, despite following all the risk management and the trade our system. But the good part is this has still not hit our stop loss. So the trade is still open. There is still a pretty much high chance of this trade working in our favor. So we should ideally be waiting and not panicking as of now. Next we have silver. Yes, silver has again retraced back from after making a low of 55.3935, which was significantly below the current low, which was at 55.59. Since price has made this low, we should assume that price will continue falling in the lower direction, because this is the phenomenon that we have observed time and again, that whenever price breaks some new low, it tends to give a recovery, and after that recovery the real downfall begins. So this is just a recovery and price consolidating. After this consolidation, there is a high chance, a really high chance, that price might continue again in the lower direction. But without any confirmation, we are not supposed to take any trading calls for now. So yes, this was our analysis for today: gold, silver, Bitcoin, and all the Forex pairs that we saw. We have mentioned multiple levels of interest in this live stream, and we'll follow that levels tomorrow again. Tomorrow is Friday, and and do join our live stream at the same time, which is scheduled at 5 p.m., where we'll cover New York session open. And this live stream, continues till 8 p.m. So do consider joining it tomorrow again. And as of now, this was all. Thanks for joining. Good night. Bye.